for me, and welcome in Matchbook Ambassador Olly Murphy. He looks to have the camera mounted in the right position now, and it all seems set fair. Huvari today. I'll kick us off with his chances.
Yeah, I hope it's not as stressful 10 minutes as the last 10 minutes been trying to get on here. But yeah, he's in good form, Charlie. He's been very progressive. So yeah, looking forward to running him. Obviously, a step up in class today, but he's bolted up his last 2 starts. His Lingfield run actually worked out really, really well. So yeah, he's kind of come into the race a relatively fresh horse. Didn't get going till late. He had a bad bout of ringworm. So no, looking forward to running him. We'll make plenty of use of him, and hopefully he'll run very well.
Excellent. And tomorrow, obviously, a couple of chances there. Thunder Rock he's had a slightly, I don't know, frustrating campaign. Possibly, he's been campaigned highly. Where do you see him tomorrow in the Grade 2?
Yeah, listen, his season started off very well. Obviously, winning the Kalahari King and Utoxa, then winning in Ascot. He was then meant to go back to Ascot, and that was obviously abandoned at Christmas. And then we ended up going back to Cheltenham and running in the Dipper, where, listen, he was arguably an unlucky loser. He never really travelled through the race and came home real strong. He then ran Respect in the Grade 1 at Sandown, and then didn't stay in an RSA on his last start at Cheltenham. So coming back in trip, as you said, he's been to a few dogfights this year, but seems in good form. Hopefully it's not a bridge too far for him, as in having won too many runs. But he was good at this meeting last year, and hopefully he'd have a chance.
It's probably a race with plenty of horses that all went to Cheltenham, isn't it? So I suppose it's who's going to bounce out of it best and still have a bit left in the tank, possibly.
Yeah, no, 100%. Obviously, we got a little bit to find with Belco Coastal off our Sandown run, and you could make actually a case for 2 or 3 others in the race as well. So there's some competitive race, good prize money, worth having a go at, and hopefully it doesn't dry out too much up here. As you can see, the sun is shining, but there's a little bit of rain around tomorrow, which will hopefully help.
And a real old favourite in the 2.5 mile handicap hurdle, Hunter's Call. I want your first ever big winner, and he's still going strong at 13 years of age, and it's still running up to a reasonable level of form.
Yeah, no, I actually tried him over 3 miles the last day, and he just travelled way too strong through the middle part of the race. So coming back in trip today, he actually ran well in this race last year. So looking forward to running him. Obviously, tumbling down the handicaps, Lewis takes off a valuable £5 again, and I'd really love to win another race. This lad, Charles, as you know, he gave me my first big winner, and listen, if I don't win the race with him, he'll still be retired to a happy home. But I still believe he's got ability and has a chance of winning a race before he retires.
Adele, Steve, any questions for Olly about runners or anything coming up?
No, not really. It's good to see Hunter's Call still going, because these horses, obviously, he got your career off to a great start at Ascot, and to still be going is because he was a horse that had problems before he was with you, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had plenty of little niggly issues, Steve. So yeah, credit to everyone at home that he's still going at the age of 13, and he still showed that he kind of retains ability this season, albeit his last run was a disappointing run. But yeah, looking forward to running him, and listen, it'll be fantastic to see him win or run very well on what will probably one of his final starts, I'd imagine.
And just before you go, obviously Aintree was great, but slightly frustrating. A couple of horses at the crossbar, Strong Leader, Washington. Are they finished for the season, or their targets for Washington maybe through the spring?
Yeah, I'm actually going to have a look at Swinton Hurdle for Washington, Charlie. I freshened him up for Aintree, and he probably just travelled a little bit too well, and was probably just a little bit kind of too far forward, shall we say, through the race. I thought the race was kind of made up for a closer, and we rode him very positive. So yeah, I'll have a look at a Swinton Hurdle for him. Strong Leader's finished. Listen, I was delighted with him, but I was frustrated at the same time. I'd have loved another 50 yards, because I think we'd be talking about Grade 1 winner if there was another 50 yards. But yeah, he's a very good horse. This time last year, he'd never even seen a race course in his life. So he's come a long way in a short space of time, and he's going to be a horse who's going to hopefully contest some really good races next year.
Thank God Tom Stanley's back. It's all yours.
Cheers, Olly. Well done, mate. All the best. Good luck.
Cheers, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll speak to you then.